Woo-hoo. Oh, yeah. Happy joy Schmo times, happy joy Schmo times. We have all come together for happy joy Schmo times. Happy joy Schmo times, yeah, happy joy Schmo times. We have all come together for happy joy Schmo times. Let's go, happy joy Schmo times, yeah, happy joy Schmo times. We have all come together for happy joy Schmo times. Happy joy Schmo times, yeah, happy joy Schmo times. We have all come together for a happy joy Schmo time. Woo!
That's it. That's the theme song to Happy Joy Schmo Times, which is a thing that we are doing right now that we don't know what it is, but we called it Happy Joy Schmo Times.
We tried it last week and it broke because there was an immense heat wave and the AC broke.
You know almost as well as we do what it is because you're watching it right now.
Let's swap out and we're going to do a song and then we're going to take your request. So think about whatever you want to be a song. It may be a terrible song, but a song it will be.
Okay, I'm ready. 1, 2, 3.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with a finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on a forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. This maze is nothing live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't blow. You never shine if you don't glow. Oh, hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid, and all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold, break the mold. That was All-Star Minor. It's like the last video we posted. No, that was 2 videos old. But it is a very creepy version of All-Star. I hope it comes across.
Just one simple change. You take a song that's in a major key, like All-Star, a happy-go-lucky song about being an all-star.
It's about being an all-star.
Take the same song, you just change it into a minor key.
It creeps me out. Playing that, I love playing that song, but at the same time, it makes me sick to my stomach because it just really takes the song to a dark place, thinking about how the years start coming and they don't stop coming.
It's really true.
We're trying our best to get it placed in the next James Bond movie. No promises, but we rely on you guys to go out there and @tweet the director of the next James Bond movie.
If it's not placed in the next James Bond movie, I think the second best place for it to be placed would be in the Shrek movie where Shrek finally dies, and it could play while Shrek dies.
Which one is that? That's Shrek 10, the final Shrek. Yeah, if any of you guys are the director of James Bond, and you're just stealth on this live stream, could you just please use that song in the James Bond opening credits? And then also at the end when Shrek comes into the movie and fights James Bond and dies? Thank you.
Great.
Okay, we're gonna look for any requests.
We're just scanning the comments for your requests, and then we're gonna songify those comments even as we speak.
Yeah, we may fail terribly, but we can at least try.
Okay, I saw a request for "It's Everyday, Bro."
Well, that is already a song, but I guess it's, you know, since it's rapped, we can put some melody on.
We can try to play it.
England is my city, in my cold cooler stays popping.
Those lyrics are out of order.
Ooh, it's everyday bro with the Disney Channel flow. Oh.
What does he say after Disney Channel flow? Like maybe 5 million in 6 months, never done before.
Never done before. My name is Big Crompton and my collar stays popping. Yes, I can rap. And no, I'm not from Compton. England is my city.
There you go. That's Everyday Bro in song form. Speaking of Everyday Bro, I've heard a lot of people talking about dabbing on haters. I saw a request for dabbing on the haters.
Yeah, if
it's a great thing that you can do.
That's the thing I guess some people are doing. So if a hater appears,
yeah,
and you dab on them, what happens?
How do you even know the haters? I guess at first it's just a stranger, and then they begin hating on you.
I guess my question is, once you dab on them, are you a hater to them?
Yeah, is like the count, is the reaction count as hate, or?
It's a good question. I think in military terms, if it's perceived as purely a defensive move, then you're not necessarily a hater yet.
Right. I think it might be an aggressive move, so I'm curious as to if you're just perpetuating the cycle of having haters.
Yeah.
And it also depends on how you respond, because maybe you attack them with the
So the question being posed in the comments right now is what if the haters dab
What
back?
if the haters dab back? All right, let's do a song for that.
Okay.
You asked and you shall receive.
Just something, where are you going to go? Key of D.
Let's do G. Good. Oh, I know I should dab on the haters, but what if the haters dab back? I don't know how to deal with a reverse dab counterattack. Let's take it to the hook. We got to make this really poppy because we have to get the message out about dabbing. So, okay, so we bring it into the hook with a reverse dab counterattack. Oh, everybody knows. Oh no. Everybody knows that the best dab will be victorious. So you gotta go out there and do the dab that's the most glorious. Oh, just put your elbow on your head, it's not too laborious. You're gonna become a beautiful art piece. Oh, for us. One more time now. Everybody knows that the best dab will be victorious. You gotta go out there and do the dab that's the most glorious. Just put your elbow on your head, it's not too laborious. Ooh. And you'll become a beautiful art piece for us. Do the dab that's victorious.
And that'll be the last dab, the victorious dab. Then the cycle of dabbing stops.
Yeah, for the music video, as you sing that last note, you have to be like, you have to be in dab pose. And so this is important because that means in the production of the song, you got to make that like muffled. It can't sound like clear. It's got to be like, the best dab is victorious.
I don't think our Earth has gotten to the last dab yet, but when it gets to the very last dab, that'll be the victorious dab.
You saying there's a finite number of dabs in our natural resources?
It's like oil.
I'm just curious if someone someday will dab a dab so great that it just destroys all the haters, and that's it. That's the last dab.
Okay, I saw.
It's like a Sith.
I saw a request for All the Way.
Oh,
That's all right. Okay, let's see what we come up with. Where are you gonna start from? Let's do I believe in you. I believe in you.
receive, grab the glory. All the way, 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 all the way. Oh. Yay. That was All the Way. That's a song that exists on YouTube and also in real life. We actually played it in real life.
We did. We have performed that song exactly one time in real life. In comparison to, I've listened to it on my headphones 15,000 times.
It's on the Spotify.
I see a lot of requests for Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick.
Yeah, shout out to
Chetrio.
our songificologist colleague Chetrio, who posted a great Rick and Morty remix the other day on the topic of Pickle Rick. I assume that's what you guys are asking for. If not, please go check it out. And then maybe for next week we'll work on a little cover of it. But there's no need for us to songify it from scratch. Chetrio's already done it.
Chetrio, if you're watching, great job on the Pickle Rick.
Okay, I see. I've seen several requests for Ben and Shooter.
For people just tuning in, we are in the segment. Songify your comment.
Climbing in your windows, he's snatching your people up. It's just a tiny snippet of what has become known as Evan's cover at the end of Ben and Shooter song. That's all you're going to get today, folks. Okay, now we're looking for original comment requests for us to songify. Let's see.
You're tearing us apart.
Shark Yoho,
Pine cone
harassment, chicken attack. Pine cone harassment speaks to me.
That sounds like a great band's name and a song.
Yeah, let's try a little bit of pine cone harassment and see what comes out. See what comes out of pine cone harassment. If you want to make your comment stick, you can always super chat, but we're just trying to grab things that we see flying by. Okay, pine cone harassment. This got to be something like a little bit dark here. I'll just go.
Yeah, just think back to pine cone fights. You know, the pine cone fights of being 10 years old and being pegged in the face.
Yeah,
with a pine cone.
All those times we used to throw pine cones right in each other's faces.
And yeah, do you think, am I going to go blind? And when people ask me why I'm blind, am I right? I'm going to have to say I got in a pine cone fight at the age of 10. I'm like, man, that's a really dumb way to be blind.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what comes out. Michael was 10 years old. He got hit in the face with a pine cone.
True story.
From that day on, Michael was blind from that pine cone. He couldn't see. He couldn't even breathe. He was basically dead. He became a zombie all because of pine cone harassment. Because of pine cone harassment. So what did zombie Michael do? Well, he took those pine cone seeds and he started growing a big ass pine cone tree. We call it a pine tree in some parts. He started growing a pine tree out of his head to get revenge on his pine cone harasser. He wanted to get revenge on his pine cone harasser. He took that giant pine tree and he nailed that dude in the head. What was his name, Michael? Frederick. He nailed Frederick in the head with a pine tree. Yeah, he nailed Frederick in the head with a pine tree. And then Fred was dead. He was super dead. Well, Fred was dead. He got hit in the head with a pine tree.
A happy ending for everyone.
I'd say the lesson to that song is entitled Pine Cone Harassment, of course. The lesson of that song is watch out for when they dab back.
Because
could be a tree to the head.
Yeah, they cut their head and then hit you with it.
Yeah. Woo. That song was complicated.
That was probably the most complex story-wise.
it ended up to be a narrative song rather than a thematic one.
I'd say the Dabbing on the Hater song was more just like an idea. We're just telling you what to do in this like short, you know, a few rhymes about doing dabs. This one was like a very detailed story.
Yeah, more like sort of like the Iliad, I would say, in terms of like epic poetry.
Last Friday, we put out a Game of Thrones song for any of you Game of Thrones.
Saw a couple
fans
Game of
out there.
Thrones requests. Please go to our channel and check out last Friday's video, Songify Game of Thrones. It's really a ballad. It's an ode to Jon Snow. If you're familiar with Game of Thrones,
as he deserves. If anyone in Game of Thrones deserves a ballad written for them, it's Jon Snow.
Yeah, true. It's deserved. Maybe we could sing a little bit of it, maybe.
Okay, yeah, let's do the first verse with Egret to do the hook.
You take it away.
Give me one more cycle. Okay, I gotta get my inner wildling going. I gotta imagine that I'm Egret. You can never touch a girl and you think you're free. Would you please shut up? You think you're better than me. You don't need to live your whole life taking commands from a man. Wake up when you want to wake up, don't you see? You know nothing, Jon Snow. Oh, 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 oh. Jon Snow. Oh, 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 oh. Jon Snow. Oh, 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 oh. Jon Snow. Oh, oh, oh,
That's enough. You can't play the whole song for it. You gotta go watch it.
Yeah, you gotta play like 7 seasons worth of verses.
There's too many spoilers.
Yeah.
That's all stuff from season 1 and season 2.
Yeah, we didn't put any deaths in.
No
deaths in the video.
I will say, spoiler alert, Ed Sheeran is in the video. And effectively, in our video, we revealed the truth, of course, which is that Ed Sheeran is in love with Jon Snow.
True.
So to really find out that shocking truth, you have to watch our song.
I made a new verse, and we were also working on like an extended Ed Sheeran sing. So I don't know where to put the new verse up. It's like every time an episode airs, it's like someone else will be talking about Jon Snow. They always like say his full name, which I thought was funny. So the new verse is from the character Missandei, the woman from Noth, the badass who announced Daenerys. So yeah, I have like a secret meme channel. Maybe I'll put it on there. Let us know what you think. Maybe we'll put it on the second channel or something. And we have to thank Audible sponsored our last video, and you can get a free trial with them at audible.com/songify. And it's for free. And if you get it, then maybe they'll get us to make more of those magical videos, like Songify Game of Thrones.
I saw a couple tasty chats go by. There's one at the top, CA right here for Jacob Adam, and DJ Spearman requested Harry Potter is under my bed. So I think we could take that on.
Okay.
There's a lot to be mined there. Let me try some of the QB here. Do you have any ideas for Harry Potter being under my bed?
Well, he famously lived under the stairs. So that almost sounds like a demotion from his normal living quarters. Yeah, you know, it's like.
Oh, and he's also not even under his own bed in this scenario. He's under DJ Spearman's bed.
Yeah, it's not his. Yeah, so maybe he probably likes that better than living with his uncle. Okay. Harry Potter is under my bed, and I'm not talking about the book. If you don't believe me, just come up and take a look.
I think I will do.
I think he the most famous non-muggle came up and hid there to try to cop a snuggle. He's a creep. He's a creep. He's hiding under my bed.
He's watching me sleep.
He's a creep. He's a creep. He's hiding under my bed.
And he's trying to spoon me.
Actually, I would love that.
don't know why I reacted so suddenly with the no, because I was feeling Harry Potter. You're like one of those girls in the rom-coms where the guy's doing something totally creepy. You don't mind, you just fall in love with him.
Yeah, that is me. To a T.
Yeah, at least if the guy's Harry Potter.
Harry Potter picked the lock to my house with his mind.
What a jerk.
I think in romantic comedy a girl would like that, but it never really works. I had always idolized him, but it turns out he's a bull. And I've instituted a restraining order. He's a creep. He's a creep. Harry Potter watches a creep. He watches me sneeze, and he's a creep. And he can see through my sheets. I hope this restraining order works, because he's also invisible. Yay!
Great request. Great song, you guys.
I saw a request for like a really old one.
Yeah.
Let's swap out for a second. I think I can hit this one. This is a video. You can find it online by searching. It's Auto Tune the News number 11, and I saw someone requesting "Riptide of Lies," which is one of the choruses, which is actually very relevant to this year because people were talking about fake news, but that was like a long time ago before like fake news was like such a thing in our faces.
Yeah.
And it was just like talking about people like making death hoaxes on Twitter.
Yeah.
That was like the fake news of like that year was people would say like, oh, so and so died, and everyone would panic, and then they'd be like, oh, it was a hoax.
Right.
So there was this news segment with Katie Couric, and we had Joel Madden guest, and he did a duet about the Riptide of Lies. Let's see if I can get the hook. The riptide of lies, pulled under by the riptide of lies. I wanna search the web without getting pulled under by a riptide of lies. Whoa. That's a similar progression to All the Way, by the way, for anybody that knows All the Way. It's like, all the way.
You sing Riptide of Lies and I'll sing All the Way.
Okay. Okay, you're going to have the pickup.
1, 2, 3.
All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, riptide of lies, pulled by the riptide of lies, oh, way, a riptide of lies, oh yeah. Woo! So that is from Auto Tune the News number 11.
Yeah, with a gratuitous mashup.
That is like the oldest song we played. I mean, the oldest song of ours that we played on Happy Joy Schmo Times.
Yeah. What else should we cover? Or let's see.
This is a good one. Hello, darkness, my friend, but happy. You guys know we do
but happy. Okay.
We do happy sad songs, sad happy songs. It's when we change from major to minor or vice versa, and that's what we played earlier. If you're here, all star but sad. So you know what key were you playing? A minor. So you know the super. You might know it from the meme, but it's also a song.
Yeah.
It's called The Sound of Silence.
Yeah, Sound of Silence.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Come to talk to you again. Softly, baby. You know the words?
No.
My barrier to this is that I don't really know the words, but we can like, we have a connection in here.
I hope we have a connection because we're live streaming.
Otherwise, this is like all some scheme that Sarah set up for us where we think we're live streaming, and she like filmed a video where comments like go by.
Okay, why don't you try some major key chords?
Okay,
and I'll just see what comes out.
Okay, let me do once more minor. We're doing this like in real time, so we're figuring it out. When we screw up, you know it's.
I saw a request from user Sarah Gregory called "And When I Rise." Just so that's up next. Here comes Sound of Silence. Happy. You're gonna figure it out.
Okay, this is gonna be really messy, but we'll try.
Hello, here we go. 1, 2.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I'm gonna talk with you again. Oh yeah. Softly creeping. Softly creeping.
And it seems while I was sleeping.
Sleeping so good.
And the vision that was playing in my brain still remains within the sound of silence.
Oh yeah, it's so quiet in here. I feel great.
That was good. I think we can make it happier. We're just gonna try once more. Again, we're doing this as we speak.
Yeah, I'll just start up.
We didn't even know the words. We gotta do like a. Okay, you gotta hold on the lyrics.
2, 1.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Oh yeah, I'm calling you again.
Hey, darkness, what's going on? Softly creeping, like you see while I was sleeping. And the vision, it was fading in my brain, scaring me. The sound of silence, oh yeah. I love it when I can't hear anything. It makes me feel so happy.
Yeah. Silence is great. It means people are leaving you alone.
Oh,
That was an awesome suggestion. We gotta do that for real and like put it up. Like, sounding.
yeah, we might as well. Yeah, I think we could probably just rip that off YouTube and re-upload it. That's probably about as good.
Just upload it right away.
Okay, so
No edits.
let's really quick. Let's hit this request that I saw from a user named Sarah Gregory, who's trolling the comments. The request was called "When I Rise." Let's do it in this key. A little.
Oh man, I don't know if I can remember my part.
Andrew starts. And when I
rise, let me rise like a bird, joyfully. And when I fall, let me fall like a leaf, gracefully. And when I rise, let me rise like a bird, joyfully. Joy, 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 joy.
I went for the low notes. Too low.
That was too low.
I failed as a bass.
okay, I saw a pretty good request go fly by from SoBan410. The request was Spaceman Elon Musk wants to go to Mars.
Maybe it wasn't a request. Maybe it's just a statement. Because it's true. He doesn't want to go to Mars.
That's not news to anyone, really. It's just a known fact.
He'll probably get to Mars before anybody, even Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's make it a song.
Matt Damon's still stuck there, as far as I know.
Want to swap in?
Sure.
You want to lead us on guitar, Andrew? We can follow.
Okay. Yeah, I like this music. A little bit of like a Latin feel. It's kind of nice. Think of just like Mars. It's like sort of like tropical vacation.
The funny thing to me about Elon Musk wanting to go to Mars is I feel like he wants to go to Mars in his lifetime, so he's getting all these chumps to sign up to go to Mars and die. So then, like, by the time he's 60 or 70, he can go and like live and come back.
Let's sing about that.
Oh, spaceman Elon Musk who wants to go to Mars.
So he's signing you up to die and learn about the stars. Oh, don't go on Elon Musk spaceships. He's just studying you like a rat on a ship. And he'll discover what will make him survive on you by virtue of your sacrifice. I don't know where I was going with that. Okay, it's good enough for
Oh,
spaceman Elon Musk wants to go to Mars. So don't eat any of his astronaut candy bars. He's just testing out different kinds of food. He don't know if they're bad or if they're good. He probably even put poison in them just to see what would happen.
You're an experiment.
You're an experiment, my man. Spaceman Elon Musk wants to go to Mars.
Well, somebody they should tell them that it's pretty far.
Oh, it is pretty far when you think about it.
He thinks that it's just 5,000 miles, but he's got it mixed up with Santa Barbara. Spaceman Elon Musk wants to go to Mars. Woo!
Spaceman Elon Musk, he's a very bad man. I'm surprised by the bridge. It's my motto. Spaceman Elon Musk, he's gonna throw you in a tin can and kick you into space. Just to see what kind of device can resist radiation. He's ready to do an experiment on the entire American nation. Oh, Spaceman Elon Musk wants to go to Mars. Oh, Spaceman Elon Musk, Big Fish wants to go to Mars.
So whatever you do, don't ride on the first Hyperloop, guys.
It's just too risky.
You're a rat in a cage. But one of my favorite parts of just like making up those songs on the spot is that, you know, when we don't know the words yet. Only the person who's singing the words knows what they're about to say, maybe. And so, but I'm trying to like harmonize, so I'm just kind of like on, like trying to shape my mouth to the same vowels, right? And like add a harmony to like.
You're staring at my lips.
And then maybe like jumping in the rhyme at the end. Like here's me trying to sing a harmony on that last one. Because I know he's gonna end on ours, hopefully, unless he's just not rhyming. Anyway, that's just inside the minds of trying to make up the song as you go and maybe failing terribly.
And one thing I feel really bad about not talking about, every time we've done Happy Joy Schmo Times, we've announced that if we get 1,000 likes, Michael's gonna pour cereal in his pants. And every time we get to like 800, 900 likes or so before the stream cuts out.
Sometimes because
we're not going to get even close this time. We're getting close to the end of our stream here. It's after 3 o'clock already Eastern time, and I just forgot to announce it. Otherwise, we probably would have hit it already.
Yeah, I can see the likes just rocketing up already.
That's more of a PSA to next week. Bring your friend. Make them make me pour cereal down my pants.
But if we hit 1,000 likes today, Michael's going to pour cereal down his pants.
And make us sing about Elon Musk.
Yeah, honestly, if you have a better idea than pouring cereal down Michael's pants, we're open to that too.
If all 1,000 of you can agree on something, we'll do that instead.
Yeah. I'm seeing more in the comments. I'm seeing more requests for things that are already songs, like "With a Little Help from My Friends" by the Beatles. That's a great song. We'll say, what would you do if I sang? But it's really already a song. There's no need for us to songify it.
We could. What key were you in?
I'm playing in G.
Stand up.
But we could go.
What would you do if I sang that on you? Would you stand up and rock out on me?
Yes, you would, wouldn't you? You would!
Fill me your ears and night I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get high.
Okay, I've seen like 100 requests for Africa by Toto.
Whoa. Why are people requesting Africa by Toto? Is that a known meme? Are we missing out on a meme?
Can you explain to us, is
Africa by Toto, is that the next All-Star? We need to know. Is John Sedano going to be uploading Africa Totos or Africa covers before we know?
We need to know all the memes. We're in on the Shrek meme. We know the Dab on the Haters meme. The England is my city meme.
Okay, for next week, same Schmo time, same Schmo place. We will learn Toto by Africa. I will learn those lyrics. Sarah Gregory in the comments, you're killing me. I'm cracking up.
Who is this? Who is this Sarah Gregory? Is it the real one? Or
who is this imposter?
An imposter.
By her comments, I can tell it's the real Sarah.
Evan knows her exact syntax and spelling. Mm-hmm. If it's someone trying to come in and be Sarah Gregory, though.
Okay, before we hit 3:15, I think we got time for another 1 or 2 requests out there. You can stick it to the super chat if you want to make sure we'll see it. Otherwise, we're just going to grab 2 requests out of the wall here. I say, Andrew, why don't you pick something good? I saw about 5 requests for Chicken Attack, so I'll just play that for a minute while we choose one.
You should know that a man with the power of nature can bring you to the end of your life. You should know by my stride and look in my eyes that you're about to be massively forced together. Chicken attack. Chicken attack. Watch your back before it fades to black. You might look harmless, but they'll kick your non-chicken ass. Go chicken, go! Go chicken, go! Now gonna fly, yeah. You on the sky, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's a short rendition of Chicken Attack.
If you're wondering why Evan's yodeling, it's because that video, Chicken Attack, features Takeo Ishii, who is a world-renowned yodeler. And I gotta tell you, it is like really hard to like try to harmonize with yodeling because you're already like jumping up like an octave, like what no.
That is what I sound like.
And then I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, like doing the math in my head, like I'm okay, I'm gonna be below you, so I have to like start below you and then jump up an octave and stay exactly that amount below you, and then I got to do the move, so I gotta go doo, doo, oh, no. What I'm trying to say, it's a lot harder than like normal human yodeling.
You know what?
Or normal human singing.
I'm not afraid to say it. You are to be commended, good sir.
Yeah, really, that whole monologue was
just fishing for compliments.
I was just fishing for compliments,
and I'm willing to give them to you. You did great. Okay, we have a comment from Paul Freeze, otherwise known, if you're on Happy Joy Schmo Times about 3 weeks ago, otherwise known as Freeze Nips. Great to see you, Freeze Nips. He says, your last song really tickled my tummy. How about a song about a king who rules too harshly and drives his people to kill him?
This sounds a lot like Game of Thrones.
That's really specific. It sounds very Games of Thronesy. It also has narrative elements akin to Pinecone Harassment.
Is this king named Freeze Nips, or is he just, you know?
Maybe it's good King Wenceslaus' son, bad King Wenceslaus.
Bad King Wenceslaus. Okay, let's try Bad King Wenceslaus.
I forgot the legend.
We'll see what happens. Well, he rules too harshly. You forgot the legend of good King Wenceslaus? Well, no need to remember it because we're on to Bad King Wenceslaus. I'm going to go in A major here.
My head has been filled with Shrek memes and I push all the memories and legends out.
Who wants to take this one? Let me take a verse. Old Bad King Wenceslaus looked out on the feast of Bobby. It was a national holiday, And he said, well, this barbecue is pretty shabby. So I've got to punish some people for this really lame party that we had. So he threw him in prison and he executed some for good measure. I lost my train of thought from the cowbell.
That's right. I remember the song. Like, that's not what the cowbell.
Well, all those people, they broke out of jail and they decided to do something about it. But for something as petty as a party that went wrong, a bad train wins its loss. He never saw it coming. When the people rose up and they chopped off his head, then they threw it in a pit of tar and they melted it. Then they turned it into some pottery. Then they took that pottery and they stomped it and broke on it. They took million pieces. Then they took that dust and they put it in a ceramic toilet for their next democratically elected leader to poop on. And that's what happened to bad King Wenceslas.
Man, I will be nervous, Evan. We got about 3/4 of the way through that. Wow. And I was nervous you were going to turn to me and say, okay, it's time for the next verse.
Yeah, by the time I turned around, I was lost from the story because I was like getting the woodblock, and then I came back here and I was like, I don't even know what's happening. This is like book 2 of the Wenceslas series.
That was an exciting song to kind of be in charge of, because not only did I get zero lyrical help from anybody else, but I actually had negative input from cowbells in my ears. It was almost like,
That's a challenge.
yeah, it was sort of like a challenge. Like,
Can you make up a song while getting cowbelled?
yeah, you're just out there on your own singing about a bad king, and we're going to distract you.
That should be a
Loud
segment in
noises.
future Happy Joy Schmo times.
Yeah.
Can you keep your train of thought?
Okay,
Here's
I
a
think
new
we got
request.
about time. We got time for one more. Who's on deck? Michael, let's fit in one more song here. Before
You
you wrap
want
up.
me to take one?
Yeah, sure. Well, let's
What's
swap.
what's the request?
The request is from Trevor Griffin. It says, "Love you guys, appreciate it, Trev. Can you sing a song about a space pilot named Jonathan? What's a space travel today? I ain't against it.
Let's do it.
A space pilot named Jonathan who has a pet dog made out of Legos named Pluto." So
Yeah,
also,
this
is a really specific request. This is a lot more specific than pinecone harassment.
I'll be more help this time. I'm not going to the cowbell.
Okay, so well, you take the lead. I'm happy to. I'll kick in a verse.
I would just like to formally apologize for the excessive cowbell and the lack of help that I brought this community for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'd like to make it up to you.
I've got a fever, and the only cause was cowbell in my ear.
Okay, so his name is Jonathan.
Yeah, so there's 3 elements here. Jonathan, the space pilot. Pet dog named Pluto. Also, the dog's made out of Legos.
Okay. The dog's made out of Legos.
Yeah, you might have missed that when I read it the first time. It's complicated. Got the wrong motorcycle. Okay, I'm ready. Lay it on me, brother. I'm feeling this. I'm in the cold, cold void of space.
Oh, when I'm flying all the way across the galaxy. You think I'd be lonely, but I'm not. 'Cause I got my dog Pluto trapping me. Wait, is the spaceship made of Legos or is it not?
Not as far as we know. I think it's a real spaceship going to Pluto. And then, okay. As far as we know, I'll that second line again. Unless you internalize this. Man, unless you make it
You think I'd be lonely, but I got my dog Pluto traveling with me. Some people get confused, 'cause Pluto is a planet too. It's a planet, but I'm not confused, 'cause I'm a human and my brain can handle it too. Oh, traveling across the galaxy, across the galaxy. Oh, think I'd be lonely, but I got my dog laid out of Legos and travel with me. Oh, travel with me. I named him because I finished him when we passed Pluto. When we passed Pluto. Now we're on the way to the Vega system. But I know you know, 'cause we're all over the news broadcast on planet Earth near Pluto. Want to add any verse?
You summed up pretty well, but now that you asked me, I have to say yes.
2, 3, 4.
People say, oh, if your dog is made out of Legos, isn't he an inferior companion? Traveling for thousands of years, wouldn't you prefer someone who could talk to you about all types of human stuff? And I say no, I prefer the Legos who can talk to me about anything I imagine. I project onto him my deepest desires, my loves, my fears, my philosophies. That's how I survive with Pluto.
That was a song about the dog making out of Legos.
Wow.
Man, I have to apologize to you guys. I said I'm going to keep this one simple. And then I went to a weird place on that bridge. It's okay. I threw in all those weird notes.
I like to replace.
Okay. Thank you. That was a song about traveling across the galaxy with a dog made out of Legos. Some people might want a human companion, but
yeah,
some people like the sound of silence.
Guys, it's time for us to wrap up this week's edition of Happy Joy
Schmo Times.
I will say shout out to Freeze Nips who just paid a tasty compliment to Andrew's thighs. Paul Freeze Nips referred to Andrew's thighs as thick and said those things are gorgeous.
They protect, they attack.
They are thick. Trevor Griffin, you're very welcome. Thanks for your great requests. Next week, come armed to the teeth with your best requests. For all the cover requests, we'll try to come back with some Toto or what have you next week. We'll definitely dab on all the haters and hope that they dab back. But for now, this is Evan, Andrew, and Michael of Schmo Yoho saying goodbye. 2, 3. Happy Joy Schmo Times. Happy Joy Schmo Times. We have all come together for Happy Joy Schmo Times. Happy Joy Schmo Times. Happy Joy Schmo Times. We have all come together for Happy Joy. Let's take it up a notch. Why not? Happy Joy Schmo Times. Happy Joy Schmo Times. Oh, we have all come together for Happy Joy Schmo